The last part of section 1 in this unit is about adaptations. Now, adaptations are any kind of characteristics that an organism has developed over time that allows it to survive. So adaptations are all about surviving and doing well in whatever environment you happen to find yourself in. There's two kinds of adaptations that we're going to talk about. That's structural adaptations and behavioral adaptations. Now, structural adaptations are the parts of an organism that help them to survive. So it's their actual parts. So classic example is the shell of a turtle. It helps the turtle survive because it can pull itself into the shell. Shell is very hard and protects the turtle from any kind of predators. The other type of adaptation is a behavioral adaptation. These are things that organisms do that help it to survive. So this example in the picture is a dog barking at danger. Right? Oftentimes when a dog barks, that intimidates the threat, and that helps the dog to stay alive or to survive. Let's look at some other adaptations. Let's just roll through a few of them here, structural ones. The elephant. The elephant's got, well, we could talk about lots of things, but let's talk about the trunk. Trunk is very versatile. It's like an arm, a hand. It can manipulate lots of things. It can clean itself. It can do lots of things that are very important for the elephant in order to stay alive. How about a polar bear? Polar bear's got lots of parts that help it to survive. A couple that come to mind are the blubber underneath the skin. They're in a very cold environment. When they go swimming great distances, they need to be protected from that cold, and so that blubber layer helps them to survive. Lots of things, lots of other things we could talk about there too. Let's take a look at, oh, here's a good one. This is what is this? I don't even know what kind of bug that is, but it's some kind of a leaf bug of some sort, but its shape helps it to survive because it allows it to be camouflaged. So the actual shape of that organism helps it to stay alive, not be noticed by predators. Ooh, flying squirrel, that's always cool. Those extra flaps of skin, right, on its body act like wings, and it's able to glide for great distances and very quickly, again, to get away from predators. You look at something like an owl or a lion, they have claws for the lion to hold its prey and to take down prey, and talons for the owl. That helps it also to obtain food. So these are all structures, parts of an organism that help it to survive. We could go on and on here. Some examples of behavioral adaptations now. Let's take a look at some of these. Oh, here's another fun one to talk about, and that's penguins. What are these penguins doing to help them survive? They're in very cold environments, right? And so what they do is they huddle together, and they use one another to retain heat, body heat, and that prevents them from getting too cold and dying, really. Canada geese, what do they do every winter? They fly south, right? They get out of the areas where it's too cold, and they go somewhere else that's warm. Meerkats, we don't have meerkats here, but gophers or ground squirrels do the same thing. Is they'll have individuals in that area that will look for danger. They'll actually, that would be their job, is they will look for danger, and when there is danger, they will warn others of that danger. That's a behavior. Helps their whole group to stay alive. Look at this picture. This is kind of interesting. So what's this rabbit doing to survive? It's staying out of the sun, right? It's not overheating. Overheating causes an organism to lose water. So what this rabbit's done is it's found a shady area, found a spot where it can be in the shade, and again, that helps it to survive. Pufferfish puffs up. That can intimidate potential predators. Lots of different things here. Okay, so it's what organisms do that help them survive. That's a behavioral adaptation. Try and think of some examples yourself of behavioral and structural adaptations.